Thank you very much. And then because we've been here for a few minutes, just select a different position to have your body. So if you've been cross-legged, you might decide to kneel, you might decide to side bend to sit. Just something a little bit different. And then just start to allow the body to drop down onto the mat. As you allow the weight of the body to get down, you're probably going to notice the breath start to slow. It might even travel to different places, different areas. And nice and simple. Just take 5 breaths and really intensely focus on the exhale within that breath. And once you finish that 5th breath, just notice if there's been a shift. Maybe if the nervous system feels a little bit more soothed. And then once again, just select a different way to interact with the ground, different way to place the body. Yay. And in a minute, we'll get really breath centric. But for now, all we're going to do is just roll the head and breathe. Just roll and breathe. At some point, roll the other way. And then when you next feel that your head is upright, just stay there, keep it there. Just notice if you've lost a little bit of the arch of your lower back, and if you have, just bring the chest forward a little bit. And then cross the arms over the chest. So we're going to take a twist, but in 3 parts, moving on the exhale. So inhale, we pause here. On the exhale, see if you can find where your belly button is and move from there towards the right hand side. So it's a small twist. On an inhale, both hands come off, one behind, one crosses over. Exhale, we twist a little deeper. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, take the head and the eyes around the nose. Inhale, back to that start, hands crossed over the chest. Exhale, twist to the other direction from the belly button, so it's a deep little core activation. Inhale, arms detangle, one behind, one across. Exhale, see what it feels like to twist a little bit deeper, again, lower down. Inhale to pause. Exhale, head and neck get on the back. Inhale, back to the start. Once more, both sides. Or if, like me, you've selected the same cross, so if your right arm has been on top of the left for both occasions, swap it over. And it will feel odd and awkward. Exhale to twist. Inhale, let it go. Exhale to twist. Inhale to pause. Exhale, head and eyes and neck. Inhale back to the start. And again, select the odd cross of the arms, the one where it doesn't feel right. Exhale to twist from the belly button. You should feel the core. Don't move from the lower down rather than the shoulders. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale to twist, again, deeper down. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, head and neck and eyes go in. And then inhale, arms come forward, hands down, legs detangle, cat cow. Yeah. Jem, you might prefer to think about your cat cow as coming from your shoulder blades, and that's just going to move your belly a little bit less. If it feels happy to, then of course you can think about your hips, but you can just start to move upper thoracic as opposed to lower spine. You choose. At some point we allow the eyes just to get involved. So as we inhale, we come into our cow, we just find that place in front of us. So we're probably looking at a wall, and we just select a spot on that wall. And when we come back into our cow, we try and find that same spot again. Exhale, eyes either between the knees or maybe to belly button. Inhale back into our cow and see if we can find that spot on the wall again. I've got so many places to choose from, a whole cornucopia of crap that I could look at. Those of you that have got perfectly painted walls, I'm lucky. Do 2 or 3 more, but keep coming back to that spot that you've decided on. Last one. If the hands feel a little bit stiff and like you just need to take them off and just give them a wriggle, please do. If they feel all right, stay in all fours. Might be the first time that you've been on your hands and knees this morning. Hopefully it is, it's Sunday morning. And then back down to tabletop. Check in. Moving on the exhale, pausing on an inhale. Just draw the belly a little bit up. With the belly drawn in, just see if you can find the pelvic floor. And then from here, exhale, right leg extends. Yeah. Inhale to pause. Exhale, press down through the right arm, lift the left. So alternate, inhale. Exhale, both limbs go up to the side, so we travel diagonally. Yeah. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, they come back in line. If you've lost the belly, just reconnect. Inhale. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale to pause. Exhale, right knee down. Ooh. Inhale to pause. Again, if you need to take the weight off the hands, maybe give them a little bit of a massage, a flick or some stars, rotations. And then back down, hands and knees. Same thing, other side. Exhale, left leg extends. And once again, just make sure that middle is still connected. Really nice, lovely. Exhale, right arm. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, diagonal lines. Yeah, really slowly, that. Yeah, really nice. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, push through the left hand, travel back. Yep, inhaling. Exhale, right hand lands. Yeah, try not to shift the weight, even though the hand's changed. Inhale. Exhale, left. Oh. Inhale. Yep. Rest wherever you want to rest. If a wide-legged child feels nice, go for it. If a wide-legged child with a side stretch feels nice, go for it. If a tall kneel with wide legs and a twist or something feels nice, also go for that. But just to rest for a couple of breaths, taking the weight off the hands. Oh. Another round of breath. Nice and easy. And then once again, those cool hands. We travel back, knees down plank. Yeah. All right. It might be that you stay in a knees down plank, and maybe from knees down plank, you come back to a tabletop and then rock to a knees down plank. That might be plenty this morning. Or from a knees down plank, we change the breath slightly. One breath, one movement. One breath, one movement. And then from a knees down, we make it a knees up. On the exhale. On the inhale, knees down. On the exhale, knees up. Same thing with that bracing of the core. So even though it's not really drawing really strongly in, there's an activation and an awareness of the center being connected to the limbs. So either tabletop into knees down plank or knee down plank into knee up plank. We're here for a while. You can change your mind, thank God. Yeah. Nice. Oh, just a long plank there. I'm liking the speed there. Yes, good. It's a good line for you, really nice. Keep going. I know these are pretty tough. Nice. It's work for the toes as well. So if the toes aren't really bending because they're a bit cold, it's harder work. Last couple. You've got a little visitor fee as well. But don't you push him out the way. I like to see his little face in the morning. Oh, he's drinking. And then make it into down dog. Have a little rest in down. If the thought of resting in down dog just fills you with horror, rest wherever you are. Especially if the hands are a little bit sore. Yeah. One more breath. It's a decent down dog, Jenna. Listen. Yeah. Hamstrings are fine. From down dog, travel forward into a version of forward fold. You can be a little bit higher, so it's less flexion. You can be on blocks. Really nice. And then just really nice and easy. Let's just take 3 half salutes and then we'll come into our chair salutes. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling. Chair, Utkatasana, nice. Feel the feet, really, really ground through the feet. Inhale, press through the feet, lift all the way up, Samastiti. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale, arms up. Feet a little wide if you plan to Malasana, if you want to forward fold, it's there. Exhale, if you're Malasanaing, hips go really back. Weight is extremely through the outside of the feet and the knees, and we keep our spine in its natural neutral curves. So we get inhale as the hands come forward. Really, really widen through the hips and the knees. Yeah, so outside, little toes, really active, Laura. Really active little toes, that's it. Exhale, forward fold. Man, that's mean for the morning. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling, Utkatasana chair. Feel the feet before we travel up. Inhale, push them down, lift them up. Samastiti. Oh. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale, arms up. Feet widen, the toes turn out to the space. We feel the outside of the feet, the outside of the hip. Pressing the hips back. Knees wide. Yeah. Looks good. Belly is still active. So nice relaxing. Inhale as the arms travel up. Exhale, the bum comes up, head down, forward fold. And we adjust the feet. From here, we're going to take chair in a few different ways. Inhale, flat back. Right. Exhaling chair. Stay here for the inhale. On the exhale, it's like locust arms, but in chair. Nice. Pause here. On the exhale, hips a little bit further to the floor. Inhale, arms by the ears. If it feels all right, this is quite strong. Go easy, Jen. Exhale, hips travel further to the floor. That's it. Inhale, hands in prayer. Nice. Exhale, hips a little bit to the floor. I know. Inhale, arms in locust. Just one more round. Exhale, hips. Keep the weight back, 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 back. That's it. I've forgotten where we are. Arms by the ears on the inhale. Last one. Exhale, hips. Inhale into prayer. Exhale, hands onto the thighs. Oh, straighten the legs. And then hands travel down the shins. A much needed, well deserved walk. Move the feet a little bit. And then on an exhale, travel back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Oh, lovely. Check in with the feet, have a little move through the toes. You might just nod your head, yes. Change your mind and shake. Either way, inhale, right leg sweeps up, three-legged back. Yeah. Exhale, shoot it through, low lunge. Low lunge. Really, really nice. Loads of time, Jen, loads of time. Plenty of time, that's a horrible transition. Press down with the feet, tuck the back toe. Press down again, lift up high lunge. Yeah, nice, really nice. Inhale to pause. Exhale, travel back super slowly. Yeah. Once more. Oh. Arms up. I'm wondering who's at Davina's door. Exhale. Come on. Inhale, little side stretch over to the right. Exhale, just down dog. Just down dog. Just down dog. Oh, from your down dog, inhale into plank. Stay here in your plank. Yep. Either stay in your plank or on an exhale, right leg lifts, and on an inhale, it wanders back down to the floor. On an exhale, left. Bottom diggy, inhale, come back. Just do one more. So 4 more breaths in total, 1 more round of leg lifts, or 4 more breaths of nothing. 4 more breaths of just, yeah. I didn't just say the plank is nothing. Once you've done those little left legs, all planks, drop down onto your belly. Interlace your hands. We forget about the breath just for a minute. Draw the chest up and keep the legs where they are. So just the chest. This locus, but just for the chest. Arms interlace only if it feels comfortable. Release the interlace. Let the arms be a little wider. Add the legs. Nice. Yes. If it feels okay, adding a little bit more weight, bring the arms forward, cactus the arms, but still in locust. Yeah. Really nice. Legs still high. Good. Yeah, nice. Lovely, Nanny. Drop down, forget it. Inhale the arms down underneath the shoulders. And exhale, just downward facing dog. Sorry, I just had a woodlouse. Tried to get crushed on my hand. Don't do that, actually get a bit nice. From down dog, your choice. You either can breathe in down dog for 3 breaths, take it into tabletop for 3 breaths, or maybe take 3 pops in down dog. You choose. We're either staying for 3 breaths, having a little hop for 3 breaths, or whatever letter, or in tabletop, just loving life. Integrated. After that 3rd breath, take a breath, or that 3rd hop, I should say. Right leg up, 3-legged. Right leg through. Warrior 2. Yeah, if right leg is coming through and it's really being a pain, you can use your blocks. You can come to Warrior 2 however you want. Good luck, Davina. Actually, the Davina is kind of sitting on Ziggy, so she's not really working that hard. So for a Warrior 2, inhale. On an exhale, just have a rest inside out. So top arm comes behind your back. Lower arm is just resting on that front thigh. And just rest for a couple of breaths. If you prefer for your practice to be a little bit more active, take the arms off and allow them to be close to the ears. But I leave it up to you. I put a rest in here, but you don't have to take it. Yeah, just watch that front knee. It's not, that's it. Good. Last breath. That's a really nice side angle, Jen. On an exhale, feel the earth, press through the feet, lift all the way up, travel forward, high lunge. Really nice. Yeah. Find the width, find the length. We're going to be here for a little bit of time. On an exhale, allow the thigh and the belly to be a bit closer together. So galloping horse, arms in prayer. Really push through the fingertips and feel that activation ripple down through the core. Either stay or on an exhale, just like we did in chair, arms in locust. Yeah. Inhale to pause. Exhale, arms by the ears. Yeah. Inhale to pause. One more round. Exhale, hands in prayer. Push through, really strong. Next exhale, arms in locust. Inhale as we pause, really nice. Exhale, and if it feels all right, arms by the ears. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, arms are going to dive to the inside of that front foot. So we're going to come into lizard. That front foot moves a little bit to the right, so it comes probably off of the mat. Yeah, and then we just lower the hips until they feel comfortable. If you've got your blocks to hand, having blocks just give you a little bit more space and it gives you a little bit more option to move. So you choose. Yeah. Couple more breaths, just enjoying lizard. You can always roll on that front foot. So you can always roll through the little toe side of that front foot so that you can see the sole of your foot. But that feels rubbish, don't worry. On an exhale, if you've rolled, move the sole of the foot back to the floor. And then we think about coming into standing splits. So the first thing we need to do is recover this front foot and bring it back in line. Won't be the outside, different pause. Once it's in line, if you're on blocks, maybe stay or maybe take them away. Have a little rock. And on an exhale, travel forward, lift the back foot up, standing splits. However you want to get there, it might not be beautiful, bountiful transition. Yes, nice, lovely. Either stay in your standing splits or lift the floating leg a little bit higher and transform it into half moon. You choose. Really nice. Take a breath in half moon. Good. Oh, so good. I was just about to say good balance, Jam. And then foot down. Just forward fold. Have a little check-in and a breath. Have a little wriggle. Cool. You might decide to stand. You might prefer to be in your forward fold. Twist. Finding balance. Same thing other side. Exhaling forward fold. Yeah, plenty of time. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, just downward and facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps up, three-legged dog. You can always have blocks underneath your hands. It's going to give you more space to shimmy that leg through. Exhale, left leg comes through, low lunge. Yep. Press strongly through the feet. Back toes tucked. Lift up, low lunge. Yes, really, really nice, really powerful. Drop it back down. Super, super slow. Re-establish the feet. Exhale, come back up, high lunge. Good, really good. Good, good, good. Inhale, side stretch over to the left. Notice the feet want to wiggle. Draw it back up. Travel back. Knee down. Hands down. Exhale, just downward facing. Have a little breath. Inhale, flow through to the plank. Yeah, check in with your plank. Either stay, knees up or knees down, or 4 leg lifts. So 2 on each side. So if you're leg lifting, lift one leg on the exhale, replace it on the inhale, but firm through the hands, firm through the core. If the other knee feels crappy, don't bother doing it. It's quite a lot of load on the other knee. Yeah. Nice, really get that leg up from the glute. So rather than thinking about the foot moving, let the movement come from higher up. Good. Once you've done 4, drop the knees down, drop the belly down. Coming forward onto locust, yeah. Interlace the hands if they feel comfortable. Maybe interlace the fingers in a weird way. And then use the arms to lift just your chest off the ground. Press the feet strongly into the earth and rise a little bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades closer together. And then draw them down closer to your bum. So shoulder blades are squeezed and they're drawing down. Nice. Unlace the hands so the arms go a bit wider. On your next exhale, lift the legs up. So we're kind of pivoting on our pubic bone. Like a little seesaw. Yeah, good. Everyone's head looks really good. Nice. Nice. Keep the legs straight, Davina. So you get the lift from the glutes. Yes. Perfect. And then keep that height, but take the arms in cactus over by your ears. Arms in cactus. Nice. Yes. Yes. Lovely. And then forget it. Forget it. Just rest. You're probably going to want to wiggle your bum, wiggle your hips. It might be you want to bend the knees. And then circle the knees. It's a really nice one. Lovely. Just take a couple more breaths. Last one. And then travel up, hands underneath your shoulders to press. You can take as much time as you want to get into down dog, or it can be quicker for that. All right. Choose to stay here and take some deep breath. Choose to stay in tabletop and take some deep breaths. Or choose to have a little flying hop. We feel rubbish this morning. I feel like I'm leaden. Yeah. So take your time before you hop. The whole body is hopping as one unit, not disparate parts. One unit. Diaphragm. Do one more with the slowest hop you've ever done. The slowest hop you've ever done. And then just take a rest. Nice long inhale. However you want to get to warrior 2 with the left leg forward to the knee. You want to come through with the knees down, left leg forward into a lunge, and then open up. What happened to my leg? Warrior 2. One arm in front, one arm behind. Have a little. Once again, we come into side angle. I've scheduled a rest. So if you want that rest, that top arm travels behind. There's like a little pillow or support for you. That bottom arm is resting through that top thigh. If you're feeling all fire this morning, that full moon that was last night, maybe the arms come by the knees. And you stay there for 5 breaths. Either way, the feet are really connected So big toe stays down, Davina, as well. On the back foot, big toe. It might just be the angle, actually. Forgive me for the back, because your big toe is down. Oh, that's sweet. 2 more breaths. And then on an exhale, push strongly through the feet to lift you back up. It's just warrior 2. Lift the back heel, turn everything to the front. 5, punch. All right, we know we're going to be here for a while. So adjust the length. The longer you go, the more it's going to require some muscles to work, and vice versa. You might want to go a little bit wider so you feel more balanced. But either way, feet are really easy. On an exhale, front of the body finds the front of the thigh, galloping horse. Yes. Just make sure that, unlike me, you haven't kicked out that left hip. So if you feel the outside of your left hip, it's not kind of like going out to the left. And if it is, push through that right foot and sweep it back. Hands into prayer. Really nice. Exhale, arms into locust. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, arms by the ears. Yep. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, hands into prayer. Pause in here. Next exhale, arms into locust. Inhale as we pause. Exhale. Oh, last bit. Arms by the ears, galloping horse. Looks good. Looks really good. Good. Look down at that front foot. Land the hands inside of that front foot. Wiggle the front foot to the left. Visit. If you want to grab your blocks and then to hand grab them, I always find it just gives me a little bit more room to move, a bit more space, a bit more option. If you liked rolling on that ankle, we're literally going to kind of tuck the little toe underneath so you can see the sole of the foot. Yeah. Nice. Have a couple more breaths. And think about how we're going to come into our standing space. So you need to maneuver this front foot so that it's more central. Take your time. And then we need to get that back foot up. So we need to get all of the weight through our front foot so we can have a little spring. Yes, standing splits. Oh, really nice. Just standing splits. One more breath. Push through the standing leg, open up that top thigh, that top hip, half moon. On or off or floating blocks. Yeah, really lovely. And then just allow that foot to sweep down. Just forward fold. If you prefer to stand rather than be in a flexed position, please do. Couple more moves. Oh, lovely. 2 more breaths. Sweet. Okay. When you're ready, have a little feel into what the body's needing right now. If you're feeling that's a heavy practice and I'm good to rest now, fabs. This is when we've got a little bit of restorative and a little bit of a rest. If you're feeling, I'm pretty energetic this morning, and you do want a couple of minutes, you're super ready for something like handstand against the wall, or an L at the wall, or anything. So I give you the option. If you want a couple of minutes playing with the wall, it's there. I wouldn't suggest anything forearms unless you've done a few dolphins first. So I'd suggest hands, not necessarily forearms. If you're ready to rest, and you might well be, it's probably a nice idea just to grab socks, jumpers, bolsters, and tees. Yeah. Nice. Feel the line of where you are, Elaine. Feel the line. Where is my bum? That's such a great line. Yes. Nice feed. Yeah. You got it. Just a little bit more impetus. Tiny bit more. Yeah. Nice. And then just before you do any more, take a big rest now. Big rest. Nice, Melanie. Yeah. Lovely. When and if the acrobatics have finished, the little flow that I planned, but it's your option. Apanasana, knees to chest, legs long, arms by the ears, and then a little arc through the back. So that's a little flow, but you don't have to take it. So we start on our back. I'm going to move my lamp of doom. On an exhale, knees snuggle in. Apanasana. Knees into chest here. On an inhale, legs go long and they're on the floor. So legs are long, they're on the floor. Straight legs. On an exhale, arms go long and they're on the floor. They might need to be a bit wider so they're on the floor. That's it. And then on your next inhale, try and peel the chest up to the sky and take the spine off of the ground so it becomes a back bend. It's like cow. So try and get as much of the back off the floor as you can. Shoulder blades still on, but back bend. And then exhale, Apanasana, we're back to the start. Yeah, loads of time. Inhale, legs long, and they're on the floor. Exhale, arms long, they're on the floor. Inhale, lift the chest into the belly. Take as much of the spine off of the ground as possible. Exhale, Apanasana. 2 more if this is feeling nice. Otherwise, wherever you want to be for the next 5 minutes. Inhale, legs long. Exhale, arms long into the belly. The wider they go, the more chance they've got of finding them. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Apanasana. Last one. Inhale, legs long, really push through the heels. Maybe have a little wriggle. So last one. Exhale, arms long. Maybe same thing. Maybe have a little wriggle. And then last inhale, peel the back off. As you pull the back off, draw the shoulder blades down towards the bum, and you should get deeper arch. So imagine the shoulder blades are traveling downwards and you come a little bit higher up. Yay. And then just have a breath wherever you want, just in a neutral position. If, like me, you're getting a little bit cold now, so you can stop for 2 or 3 minutes. Keep the heat in that we've created. Jumpers and socks. And then decide if you want 3 or 4 minutes in a restorative position, or if you want a brief shavasana or a brief meditation. If you're thinking restorative, maybe you put a block bolster underneath the sacrum, or a block with a blanket. If you're thinking you want a little windscreen wiper, head on the floor, back on the floor, legs wide, knees falling to the right and to the left. Do that. We have done quite a lot of center of the body focused work, so if you prefer to do something like a belly massage or Baddha Konasana, maybe with the legs supported by blocks. And I'm just going to pop myself on mute so I'm not tempted to chat to me. Some things are done as much care as you can, especially if you're laying with another being. Very, very beautiful feline companion. All snuggled up. Just very gently. Like you're waking up a little sleeping baby. Travel over onto your side. Just have a rest there. Good for you. On your side. Loads of time. Start using the inhale to feel a little bit more awake and a little bit more energized. And then travel up to a comfy seat. Once there, allow the shoulders to roll. Maybe the head enjoys a few little movements. Those. And at some point, we take the arms up as we experience and gather and receive. And then exhale as we flow back through. Inhale as we flow. Exhale as we contract. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Into the heart center. Namaste. Oh, thank you so much for sharing this in the morning. Recording.